Hello everyone, Dependent Quarter here, and today I wanted to do a little bit of different style video, and this is going through the belts of Lockpickers United belt system. I will link in the description the Reddit and the Discord of the Lockpickers United, where you can check out the rules and so on. And basically the belts are like a roadmap that you can follow, if you are not sure where to start, how to progress, it's like a map for which you can follow, or you can skip belts if you wish, doesn't matter. So starting with this Yale YE1/40, it's my first lock that I ever picked. It's a small 5-pin lock with the typical Yale keyway, and yeah, I picked this one 9 months ago or somewhere like that, and using this Amazon, I call it the Amazon pick kit. As you can see, there is only one hook there, the other one I broke it, and this one is super bent and I don't use them anymore. It's just I keep them as a memory. And basically with this kit I picked all the locks from white to blue belt, including the blue belt. Okay, next we have yellow belt, which actually I skipped. I jumped from white to orange, but since I acquired yellow lock, I decided to include it in the video. This is a Avus My Lock. It's a 5-pinner again. Very nice padlock, and yeah, it's rated yellow belt. Next we have the Avus Titanium. Not sure exactly what model, but it's a brown belt. Not very hard keyway, but it has some highs and lows, typical Avus beating. And yes, this one gave me a lot of trouble back then. Next, for the green belt, you get a new requirement. You need to video yourself. For these three belts, white, yellow and orange, you can show a picture with the cord turned, and this is enough to get the belt. Now for the green belt, you have to pick a lock, gut it, and then reassemble it in one video, or you can reassemble in another video another lock if your lock is unguttable. So I got this Yale, which is guttable padlock, and yeah, it's very nice. A fat shackle, big body, and it has 5 pins, 4 spools and 1 standard, and this is my green belt. From here on, you can watch every lock. I have video of it in my channel if you're interested. From blue going to black, you can see each one of these locks on my channel. Now the blue belt is very interesting. This is another Yale Series 500. It's a 5-pin lock which has 1 standard and 4 spools, but you may be saying, wait, this lock has the same things like this. Why is this green? Why is this blue? And the reason is the Yale 500 series has overmilling on the core, which I'm going to show you. Here is one which I have gutted. As you can see, there is overmilling on the core, which basically in theory makes it that you need to pick first time the pin to get it to the milling and then out of the milling. And okay, this is for blue belt. I got to blue with the Amazon kit. After that I purchased the Sparrows dark shift, including heavy bars, SSDF in 15,000s. They have 3 hooks which are very useful. You can get to black only with SSDF hooks if you pick the right locks. And also I got the Monkey Paw, which is one of my favorite profiles. I really like it. And yes, I also use very often this Chinese wiper. No, it's not wiper insert, it's bent and smashed wire. And I also use very often wiper insert tensioners, which I make for the lock specifically. And yes, from after blue I got this kit. For purple, I had actually I don't have any wok that I requested purple with. I have Doma X Tuido, which I picked later on, and it's rated purple belt. What about this wok? It has very interesting key pins. You can see my video of it if you want. It has 6 pins and 1 interactive element, so 7 pins in total to pick. And yes, so the story goes as follows. I had ASA guideline, which is purple. I had GoP, which was purple but now is brown. And I had the next wok, brown, Mauer NW4. I had picked the Mauer NW4, which we'll talk about in a minute, but I wasn't able to pick another wok. So basically I picked the GoP, and after that it got promoted to brown, so I requested purple. Also from purple you need to pick 2 woks, not only one like it was before. So I picked the brown wok, which you can use for lower belts, Mauer NW4, and I picked the GoP, which got promoted to brown, and after that I requested brown immediately. So moving on, now after purple, I got myself Honest Dongshi flags, which are very good. These two ones I haven't made any finishing on them. They are stock, and you can see they're very fat, very unuseful. And these two ones, they are the ones that I mostly use. As you can see, I have sanded them, I have filed them and made them very, very nice. And yes, for the Mauer NW4, I struggled to pick this wok for like 2 months. I had to progressive pin it, I have to pick only the sliders, only the dimple pins. It's a 6-pin wok with 1 interactive element and 4 unsprung sliders. They are more like wafers even, because they don't interact with any sidebar, they interact with the core directly. And yeah, this is actually my first ever dimple wok that I picked, and I'm very proud of it. This is also Mauer's Bulgarian brand, if you don't know, so this wok is very sentimental to me. Okay, moving on. For the another thing I also forgot, for the brown belt you need to make some tools as one of the requirements. So one of the tools that I made was a pin blocker, which is just a tension wrench which is filed down here to block the pins of the next wok, which is red belt. And this one I made for the EVA 3KS, which is the black belt. It's just a tiny slider pick. These are just suggestions of what tools you can use to request your brown belt with. I had another one which was just a magnet glued to a flag to pick a magnet wok, so this also works. Tiny magnet glued to the tip of the pick, and this is a magnetic pick. Okay, moving on. Red belt, I have 2 woks. Abus EC700, which is very, very cool. 10-pin wok, 6 pins on top, 4 pins on bottom, and you can see how thick the housing is. And for this wok, to pick it, you have to overset the main stack, pick the top stack, then release the tension and pick the main stack. It's very interesting. I have a video of it. You can check it out if you're interested. And the other red belt wok is the Dom IX Saturn, which is a 10-pin dimple wok with the typical shark fins, key pins, and it has 1 interactive element. Very fun wok to pick, I really like it. And then we have the black belt. Black belt, I picked 4 woks for black belt. The first one I picked was the EVA 3KS, which is a 12 sliders wok. It has 6 sliders on each side and 2 sidebars. And for this wok I used the tool that I showed you earlier, the slider pick, which is just a broken pick with a fork made into it. And I used the SSDEF in 15,000 as well. Moving on, the next wok that I picked was the West 917, which is a Japanese high pin count wok. It has 3 rows of pins, 20 pins in total, and it has also overmilling on left and right, and it's very hard. This wok took me a couple of weeks to finally get it open fully pinned. It was a very big accomplishment for me. Next on we have one of my favorite walks, Dom IX Twin Star, which is basically the Saturn but with one more interactive element, just upgraded version of the Saturn. It has one of the interactive is like the Saturn, like a pin, and the other is a sidebar which sits on the opposite side of the pins. Very cool walk. And the last one that I picked recently is the Miwa U9, which is a 9-lever high security Japanese lock. Each of the levers has false gates, true gates, rations, and tapering. And it's very interesting walk. I really like it. Also, for the black belt request, I made 5 challenge walks that I shared with fellow pickers, which I worked on and tested for a long time. And the other quest that I did, excuse me, the other quest that I did was walk impressioning. I got sent this American Walk 40 series by Dromiset, my friend Dromiset, who also loaned me a bunch of these walks. This one was loaned from him, this one was loaned from him, and another ones that are not here. And the Saturn, the 3KS and the West are loaned by +7. So thank you guys for that. And yes, basically I took a blank key. You can see it has a rivet, so I cannot get it. I took a blank key and made impressioning marks and filed it until I got a working key. So this was my second quest that I used for my black belt request. So in which Picksmith helped me with the impressioning, because I have never tried impressioning before. So big thanks to Picksmith, to +7 and to Dromiset for all the help that they provided me. And so this is it. These are all the walks, all the belts, and for the future what I plan to do is to pick these 2 walks. So let me tell you about them. The black belt walks have a rating of them all. They have black belt 1, black belt 2, and so on until black belt 5. So in difficulty level, Eva 3KS, West, and the Twin Star are black belt 1. The Miwa U9 is black belt 2, and this one, Miwa PR, is a black belt 3. It has 11 wafers or levers, and it has very nasty keyway. You need to use dimple flux to pick it. And the one next to it is the mighty Opnus MMX2, which is a 14 lever lock, which is very similar to the U9. As you can see, the keys look very similar, and the keyways as well. So this is my plans for the future. Hopefully I'll be able to pick them one day or another. And yeah, you can check all of these walks. I have videos of them on my channel, except these ones. I have videos of all of this, even all of this, like this. And if you have any questions regarding the belt system or any of these walks, I'll be very happy to answer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day and bye bye.